Would you sign a prenup if your man came to you with that?
Personally, wouldn't go into like the idea of marriage, like, oh, let's sign a prenup, because I wouldn't really bank on it. But if he brought it up, then yeah, why not?
That means if you spent 10 years plus with this man and it all ended, you would be okay with getting nothing.
Yeah, I wait for my own shit. That's fine.
Okay. What about you, Empress?
Man, honestly, it depends on the situation because it's like one, I'm not a person that's like materialistic. If you go in with that mindset, like, look, if you leave, I'm not, you know what I mean? Let me put down what I'm getting. Like, no, if we came into this together and we're not doing that. And we're not doing it a year in. I don't care if we got rich together. Then we worry about, splitting that down the line. But as far as like we go in and we build this thing, like the people in my family, like my mother, my sister, we actually are not people that like really ain't no out. We don't do divorce. If this is something that you somewhat down the line feel like this is getting hard, well, that's why they have therapists. That's why they have all of these things for us to work on this. But it's just like once you in, we all or nothing, because it's like we're not about to start making children and start building all of this and you feel like, oh, this ain't what you want to do. Because in all actuality, me knowing who I am, I would be the person like, okay, I'm getting exhausted and now there needs to be something to take place if in fact that was the situation. Prenup, no. So like you have these women going to these other countries and altering their body to be more attractive for these men that don't even want them. They think they're gonna go and find these women in other countries that are gonna be also submissive, but they're gonna be the women that also leave their asses too. They're in for a rude awakening because what they portray us as in other countries is not how we see us. We are looked down upon in so many ways, in so many places. So it's like they adore these American men because at the end of the day, they kind of look at them like they're stupid or they're frivolous with the things that they do because of the things that they're into. They might be, the adoration is there, but no, once they like, what I've noticed is like, even when people come from the islands, right? When they come from the islands and they fresh here, you have either the people that's preying on them, like, oh, they just got here. Or you got the people that's like, I don't want to deal with that because they're going to want something from me. It's going to be this, it's going to be that. Like, okay, for instance, you meet a man that's fresh here and you're an American woman and you're not aware that he has no green card. You're not aware of none of that stuff. And all of a sudden you love him so much, he wants to marry you. But he knew why he wanted to marry you because he had intentions on staying here. He had intentions on doing this, that, the third. That wasn't even for the marriage. It was for himself. So we run into that in the reverse way, but we're not even aware of it because it's like all of these celebrities that go to different countries and get praised by these women. But then these women 20 years down the line, she gone too.